I burnt my tongue so bad yesterday on like a vegetable broth that I buy at the farmer's market. Thank God I tried it first. I was about to give it to both my children, which would have really damaged them. But thank you.
I placed the order.
Oh, it's happening? So I have to Venmo you.
Yeah.
All right.
Kassem's ordering sweet green for
I got
Jamie.
money. I got my own money.
Well, tell me just how much it was.
It was $12.
Okay. So I burnt it so bad, and it's still there, and it's amazing our bodies, huh? How like quickly they heal. Nothing stopped me from eating my full brick of Toblerone last night. I went to bed and Cutter's like, "You are disgusting."
You put the whole brick down?
I put the whole fucking
What is that,
brick
15
down.
triangles?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's good. I haven't had one of those in a while, and I love a good Toblerone.
I forgot about that.
They're good.
You ever go there? You ever go to the Matterhorn?
What's that?
The real place?
No.
That's the mountain on it.
The Swiss Alps?
Yeah, you always get those
love
idiots
that
that are on
ride.
the internet holding up the Toblerone in the real place, so it lines up with the actual mountain.
That's what it's for?
Yeah, I would love to be actually one of those annoying guys. It'd be a fun trip. Toblerone trip.
How was your trip?
I would
You just
love
got
a
back.
Pajama Pants Toblerone trip. Okay.
Good.
sorry.
I went to a place called Vail. You ever been here?
It's fancy. Never been.
Lot of white people. Lot of white people on skis.
By the way,
Yeah.
if we're talking about this podcast and we're saying like, oh my God, is there only one white person on this podcast? Are you considered white? Where are you?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Italians
Because
are white.
when
I hate to break it to you.
She's not Italian.
No, I'm not
I hate
Italian.
to break that to you.
What?
What are you?
My mother is Cuban.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Cuban.
And
I
then
hate
my
to break it to you.
father's-
Cubans aren't white.
I know.
Yeah.
And my father's Greek, Romanian, Sephardic Jew. But when I check things off on a medical form, I have to be like white, Caucasian, non-Hispanic, and I'm like, no, I'm not. So I'm not white.
Oof.
So we
You can see why I thought you were Italian, though. It's the hair.
Is that what makes? Is that
Yeah. She's
what
got
made me
gray
pass?
hair.
It's not
Jamie-Lynn.
because you spent all that time on that Italian show.
No, not at all.
No, it's your skin tone and your hair.
I thought about maybe I should have a new name for you instead of Jamie-Lee. And
Oh,
it should be like
God. I don't know if I can handle it.
Jess de France. What did Dr. Drew say? He called you Jess, which I love for
did
some
call me
reason.
Jess.
He's like, well, Jess here is.
Lay in difference.
And Rob, you were like, Jamie.
Yeah, I was like, easy, Drew. Yeah, de France. The indifference of being
Yes.
upset or what was it? Depressed, not being depressed.
Yes, correct.
That he was saying all these people had, and you're like, that's bullshit.
That's
Drew.
not me. No, never. Always been depressed.
Wait, Rob, are you Italian?
No.
Just kidding. I know he's not. You're Scottish, Irish,
German. Yeah.
Polish.
Irish and German. No Polish, no Scottish.
Irish and German.
This guy never pays attention.
No,
You're
no,
Australian, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of not paying attention, transition.
So good at them.
Jamie, so like 2 weeks ago, we were, Kassem was going away with his girlfriend, so we recorded 2 episodes. So last week it was known like, hey, everybody, we got the week off. Kassem's going
wasn't
away.
known.
Blah, blah, blah. And Jamie calls me on Thursday and she's like, I'm here. And I think
Oh,
she showed
the
up to the
podcast,
studio
yeah.
when none of us were. She came to record. And I think she came to fuck Bryce.
Bryce?
That's what I think. Because we did an F,
Nobody can
marry,
blame her.
kill. We did an F, marry, kill. And she chose to fuck Bryce. And then the next week, she comes by when she knows we're not working. Like it's said in the text very clearly, Kassem's not even in the state.
I
Yeah.
thought it meant February.
Why'd you show up wearing lace underwear?
Yeah.
I always wear lace
With
underwear.
Valentine's heart candy.
I've been into a place. Can you turn me up, by the way? I don't know if I can hear myself. I've been to a place where we were around a woman, a ghost. We were ghost hunting, and this particular woman wanted to fuck Bryce's brains out. And we had just
What?
met her. We had just met her that day, and she had access to all of us. I mean, not physical.
Was her name Jamie or Jess?
No, her name wasn't Jamie or
My
Jess.
alter ego.
But I think once she gets a look at, she got to look at his hands, his big old paws. They're just big. She was just like, oh, this guy's got.
She
a
has
hog
X-ray
down there.
vision. She didn't need to look at the hands.
He's a big guy.
It's true. Do ghosts have X-ray vision, Cass? He would know that.
Do ghosts have X-ray vision? No, I wouldn't say that they do. I'd say
They know everything, right?
Yeah, I'd say they understand time is cyclical and everything's happened or that's going to happen has already happened. But that's a different
There's no
story.
such thing as time.
Oh, Jamie, Postmates news.
Ooh.
This is going to make for a good podcast, but some of your items need to be updated.
I fucking
Come
hate
on.
Sweet
Sweet
green is
green.
the worst.
sweet green.
I've never
Hey,
seen
sweet
somebody
green is the
run out of
best.
arugula as often.
Sweet green is the best, guys.
Swine.
Come on. All right, so speaking of girls finding Bryce attractive, transish. Read that, Cass.
Is this a screen? Is this a printout of a Instagram?
Can you read it?
Okay, this is from Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Subject, my girlfriends are thirsty for Kassem. Oh, cool.
Oh, tunes are a changin'.
But
Sorry,
he's too
Lindsay.
skinny. But he's too skinny? Question mark. When I posted a pajama pants promo to my Instagram stories, a couple of my girlfriends sent me DMs. Who is this hottie? Lol, his name is Kassem. Why is he so hot? He's bae. Too skinny though.
Bay. Oh.
This made me laugh. Oh, that's Gabby, our editor, saying that. Well, okay. Maybe at one point I was, but I am a gym rat big time right now.
Yeah, if you really listen to this podcast, you'd know.
I have a photo of me. All right, this is what I'm going to do.
Is everybody just a podcast with people on their phones? Wow, thanks for tuning in, guys. This is fucking amazing. We're really giving them what they paid for. Were you naked?
Wait.
Oh my god, this is
Why do
crazy.
I
This
feel
is
like
me
I'm
wearing my
gonna see-
Wu-Tang pants.
This dude takes so many naked
Why are you
selfies in
showing
the fucking
only?
mirror.
Why are you only showing him?
That's for the camera. I'm showing the
Oh,
camera and
oh.
Bryce, who's sitting right behind it.
It's
We
a
might have to
Bryce.
show Gabby's
Everyone's
girlfriend.
after Bryce.
How much would your girlfriends pay for some naked, some half naked
Look,
pictures of
I spent my whole life being a skinny guy, and for the last few years, I've been working out, and I want to be proud. I want to be proud of it.
Yeah, but okay, but it just gets to a point where like how often? Because I remember
It's a
when
little thirsty.
when you gave
Oh,
me,
come on!
yeah, Jamie-Lynn, I love it. When I grabbed
I
your
just wanted to
phone
say that word. I'm
one
not
time,
racist.
you were like, "Oh, fine," like look for a picture, and I went to, and you were like, "Whoa, wait a second, let me make sure." It's like you're taking pictures. So you've been going to the gym for years, and you're still
Yeah.
taking selfies so often.
I take one once a week.
Wow, so you schedule mirror selfies
Usually
where half naked?
Usually every Monday after the
progress?
gym. Yeah, progress pics. And then I'll send them to my girlfriend sometimes.
Why wouldn't you do it at the end of the week when you've been to the gym 5 times in a row? Wouldn't that be the...
Well, because Mondays, I haven't really thought about it, but Mondays are like, if I can get through the gym at Monday and, you know, it sets a tone for the rest of the week. So it's kind of like, oh, just, yeah, look at this progress. You should be happy. Let's go tomorrow and the day after. Mondays, I always need the most motivation.
Push.
Yeah, it's hard when you take that break in between. It's hard. So do you get a...
I've been on a break for like a week and I feel like a slob.
Yeah, but you were doing some exercise, right? Because like snowboarding, you went snowboarding. He went snowboarding.
I tried to go snowboarding.
With all the white people in Vail.
Yeah, all the white people on skis. And I'm no good at snowboarding. And it took me an hour to get down the mountain. This is like a run that would take somebody normally who knows how to ski or snowboard 10, 15 minutes. And it took me an hour. There's a lot of like...
Did you fall? Was it?
Oh yeah. Like my thumb is kind of messed up, and my whole back, my whole body. It's like you're bracing for a car crash.
For sure,
the
the
whole
whole
time.
time.
You're so skinny. Do you even pick up momentum going down the mountain?
Yeah, I almost broke a rib.
You're going like 8
Flies
miles an
down.
hour.
No, anytime I did pick up speed, I got very scared and then just like
Yes,
fell. Yeah.
yes.
I'm not made. I'm a person of the sand.
I'll sit in the bar with you next time if we're ever on the mountain.
Hot chocolate?
That used to be what I would do when I would drink. My friends would go and I'd go down once and then I'd spend the rest of the time drinking down at the little cabin or like lodge
In your
area.
ski clothes, so it looked like you were.
Oh,
like, fully
here's
part
the
of
thing
it.
is like I do it for the gear. Like I went
The
and got
gear's
decked out.
dope.
I got decked out in like Burton clothes and like
you ever?
Patagonia. I am all about the gear and looking good on the mountain. I'm just not looking good actually snowboarding.
Doing it.
See, I love snowboarding. I hate lifts. I hate the chair lifts. I hate like sitting up on, and then people want to be cool and like not put the thing down. It's like,
Oh, stupid.
Yeah.
I went to in my other lifetime when I was married to somebody else. Like we would go to Aspen because that's where all his friends were in December, and I never learned to ski. And they would ski all day and like go to this restaurant in the middle of the mountain and tell me, and like I'd be left alone all fucking day. So I was like, fuck this.
and
I
that
wanna learn
marriage
how to
didn't
ski.
work out.
Shocking.
Wow.
So I went to the little kid mountain and I learned how to ski with this like 85-year-old instructor who I loved so much. And then my goal was by the end of the week, I was going to ski Aspen Mountain just to get to, I think it was called Bonnie's, for like lunch and drinks and then go down. Okay. And I did it. Like Friday, it's the end of the week. Like I'm going down, like, you know, pizza pieing all the way down, like a little bitch, but like whatever. And he's like cheering for me. And then we're making the last turn. I see Bonnie's right there. He looks up at me and all of a sudden I see his face go. And somebody was just coming down the mountain, no idea what they were doing, and hit me full force. Yard sale, like all my shit goes flying. Thank God I wore a helmet. I got made fun of so badly for wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
But my helmet hit their ski.
Oh.
I blacked out. I like woke up like with people over me.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." And like, you know, they're obviously all yelling at this person. Like they have no right to be skiing, whatever. But I was just like, fuck it. Take me to Bonnie's.
Yeah.
And I got like very drunk and then took a jet ski, not a jet ski, snowmobile down. And that was the last time I skied.
I picture like your asshole ex-husband like coming down the mountain like like spraying you with a bunch of snow while you're like,
"Hey, babe."
Like, yeah, like, "You hungry? You know, I'll see you at the bottom."
Probably.
There's my girlfriend's really good at snowboarding, and she used to teach, you know, like give lessons.
Wow.
She's done like everything this
Yeah,
broad,
she's
huh?
such a renaissance
Let me tell you how
Wow.
bad a teacher she is. And
She
let
yells at the
me
kids?
tell you
Here
about
comes
learning
the truth.
Let me tell you, and by
look
the
for
way,
the
we got to
truth.
get your salad order.
Give it to me.
There's some substitutions
what's
that need
going
to be
on,
made.
guys?
Talk about Lindsay and I'll do it. This is annoying.
When you're trying to learn to snowboard, and I guess when you're snowboarding, you can be on your heel edge or you can be on your toe edge, right? And I'm very much a heel edge guy. I feel like I got control digging my heels in, and I can kind of leaf my way down the mountain. She's like, "All right, that's fine. You've just got to learn how to do the toes." And if you've ever taken a snowboarding lesson, what they say to do versus actually doing it, there's never been a bigger like gap and there's never been a bigger chasm in like what you know you should be doing versus actually what you're trying to do. She told me to get on my toe edge, and she's like, "Yeah, just do it like this." And she does it very smooth, you know. She's like, shh, shh. She's like, just kind of like S. Just do an S, and you know, like I can barely stand up on the thing, and she's telling me to like do an S or put enough pressure on the balls of your feet. Make sure you're crouched down, face the mountain, but also like not too much. And like I don't know how, if she was a teacher, like I don't know how many students successfully learned how to snowboard from her, but I could not.
Was she like a certified teacher?
I don't know. She's not certified to anything.
Well, she was a teacher on
bitch, am I
Lawsuit
right?
Mountain.
I'm just
She was
I'm just kidding.
She's incredible.
She doesn't listen anymore anyways.
She stopped listening?
No, I don't know.
Wow.
She's busy.
So busy.
So I heard something that kind of has been, you know, like, not that you feel like you know a lot about women, but like, you know, after a while, you're not learning new shit about women every day. And I learned something that like blew my mind the other day. Cass, I don't even know if this is like a thing or what, but I was watching a show and the girl said, she's like, "Well, I try and masturbate to go to sleep every night," and she's like, "But usually I can't even get myself there." Where like I thought, like guys, like it's like if a girl is masturbating, she can make herself come every time, but she can't?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
no, the
sad.
female orgasm it's an elusive creature.
Yeah, but I thought once a girl figures it out.
No, it's not like that.
Some girls,
What?
I would say, and I got this information from Dr. Drew throughout the years of listening to Loveline, the overwhelming majority of women cannot orgasm with regular penetration, and most of them, if they can, are doing it with stimulation on the outside via the clitoris.
Yeah, but I've known all this. But I also thought as soon as a girl says,
have you ever been less
Why was
turned
that
on?
like such a like side, like on the outside and the clitoris?
On the outside and the
Why is that
clitoris.
annoying?
I'm not annoyed by it. I'm not
Why
annoyed.
is that? Well, what was the?
No, I'm
attitude?
providing facts. I'm trying not to be turned on, so I had to.
Are you
know.
upset that you just can't penetrate a woman and make her orgasm?
Oh no,
you can't do it the other way either.
I have before. Who knows if it happens every time or not?
Listen,
that's
I know
not my concern.
I know with guys it doesn't. I
lie
know
all
all
the
that shit. I know it's really hard for girls to come, especially just through penetration. Blah, blah, blah. But I thought when a girl was like, "All right, you know, like I got at least within 10 minutes, a girl could figure out how to make herself come. I thought it was 100 for 100, like
No.
100 times.
No, you got to
Really?
you got to get a rabbit.
You need to watch the Goop Lab episode of about that.
Are you?
I'm so into it.
Isn't that show just a bunch of pseudoscience bullshit?
I don't know. I'm very interested.
This is
in
from
it.
the guy who's obsessed with aliens and Bigfoot.
That's not.
I'm talking
that's
about
not
a ghost that wanted
pseudoscience.
to fuck Bryce.
That's not
okay?
pseudoscience.
Isn't that vagina stuff all fake anyway, Jamie?
Okay, yeah, very easy to
Psychedelic
laugh at the
mushrooms.
believer.
Bigfoot makes his girlfriend come every time.
You know what I do before bed every night? I look up into the stars and I say, "I'm ready. Take me." I don't masturbate. I fucking wish to be.
No, you
abducted.
say that to Lindsay, you pansy.
He didn't say who he said it to.
Listen, I understand how me, the guy who believes in cryptozoology and cryptids and ancient hominids, would look silly making fun and looking down on the Goop empire. But however, I don't buy a company that sells eggs to put in your puss. You know what I mean? I don't buy it. And don't tell me you own it.
I don't own the egg.
Okay. Do you own the vaginal mist?
I don't know about the vaginal mist. I don't know. I'm not like a goopy. Is that what
Tell me
they're
all the
called?
stuff you
Ooh.
have for your
If they're
vagina.
not, they
You're
should
welcome,
be.
Gwyneth.
Trademark that real quick. Bryce, get on that. Goopy.com. Goopy?
Somebody's thought of that.
Goopy.
One thing I will
If not, pay me.
I have to commend Gwyneth's business sense on taking advantage
People are
of.
going to yell at us. Get this down there.
Okay.
I would have
pretty.
to. I would have to imagine she has really tapped into her fan base in like a way I would only dream of, to be able to sell some of the shit she sells on that website, and it's grown. Yeah, I mean that company's been around for, I don't know, 10 years or
Has
more.
it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
wow.
around.
Oh, wow.
But only recently has it pierced the consciousness of America because of all this. It's every time she sells like a candle that smells like her vagina, or like a jade egg that goes in your puss hole. Like there's something that like makes the news, and then every time it makes the news, people are like, "What's this company? Oh, it's called Goop. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's thing." And then she gets more listeners for her podcast. So it's actually, I'm interested, and like bravo to you, Gwyneth, for selling us this shit and the way you're doing it. But nothing on that website can be good for you, right?
I don't know. I've met a few wonderful women that work there that I think are some of like the smartest
That's why.
people I've ever met.
You don't want to offend them. I get it.
No, I
Yeah.
respect them, and I
Yeah.
think what they're doing, they're. I think the world right now is in a state of seeking of like alternative healing, alternative ways of thinking, living in all aspects of your life, and I think Goop is just one of those companies that's trying to do this seeking for you and show you what's out there.
We
and,
don't
and explain
need it.
it.
We
and I
don't need
See, I think-
alternative. That's how you get flat earths. That's how you get anti-vax movements. That's how these things come about, is because people are just like ignoring. They have all
I don't
this
think
access.
it's as black and white as
This
that.
guy is
It's not.
obsessed with aliens.
And ghosts.
How could you?
I want to fucking poll. I want to poll the people
No,
out
listen,
there.
I like alien stuff, but I'm just saying I can't
They're out
believe
there, Robert.
I can't believe I agree, but I can't believe somebody who's so into aliens could be like, "Hey, don't try and like have alternative thoughts about."
Why?
I just
It's
think that you don't
scientific.
think women are capable of.
That's not. Well, wait a second.
That's what I think is. I think
You don't think?
Not
You don't
all
think
that.
I think women are what?
are capable of.
No, I'm talking about people in general, men and women. Can
No,
be
you're
all-
like,
can
oh,
be
women
all
are doing it.
idiots.
Sounds stupid.
No.
That's
I'm
what
just
I
saying.
think.
I'm saying
I think he has some anger
Goop
with his
audience-
girlfriend, and
the Goop audience is a majority of women. It's meant to sell products to women. Am I wrong in that?
you hear
No.
that, ladies? This guy's angry.
And I'm just saying, if you buy a jade egg to shove up your puss and you think it's going to provide you with any sort of benefit to your body, you may be a little delusional. That's
But
all
you don't
I'm saying.
think Gwyneth Paltrow knows more about puss than you?
Do you think that
I'm sure she does.
I bet I've been around more puss than Gwyneth Paltrow.
I gotta be honest? If we put you,
I have a
and
feeling the
Gwyneth
puss you've
Paltrow-
been around, no one's buying that candle. if you know what I mean, pal.
That would be, yeah. That's
What's going on? Holy shit!
Oh,
What?
fuck.
Oh my, Jamie, you scared the shit out of me.
fuck.
That's a clip, guys.
It's like a brown widow or something.
A brown widow?
Guys!
It's a baby daddy long legs.
That's Bryce's cousin.
I couldn't see the
Wait.
spider. All I saw was you looking up.
Yeah.
I'm like, the aliens are here.
Yeah, Kassem was like, "Take me."
Yeah. Why her?
Oh my god, it would be bad. Imagine there was just a picture of Lindsay on the ceiling.
Jesus Christ. That scared me.
I'm telling you right now, I looked like such a ridiculous pussy in that clip. We should almost stop this and go watch it. If there was a flat screen here.
No, let's embrace it.
I don't like bugs.
Because I swear, I thought we were, I like shot out this way. Jamie, you looked like I thought, wow.
I've never seen somebody hold the pose too for so long. 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
I froze.
I'm like, what? I'm like, there's something invisible I don't know about.
Oh, I hate spiders. Sorry.
That thing was the size of my thumbnail, by the way. That
so
you were
large.
so...
No, it was bigger than that. The
was
legs
so
could have gone
tiny.
much bigger.
And then you made up a species.
Yeah, brown widow.
Fucking
brown widow, baby. Fucking Bryce put it in his
Oh my
pocket.
God, I'm so hot.
Yeah,
I wish I had
Bryce
a
is
shirt
collecting.
under
He's a
here so I could-
species
Yeah,
collector.
that was such a. What are you, an evangelist? What's your 7-day that you came over and you came over?
It's really saved the day.
It's already in a terrarium.
It was like
calm.
a Disney movie. If some kid is like, "Mom, there's a spider," and he's like, "It's okay," you know.
So calm.
Oh,
That was
if
fucked
3
up.
more seconds, that thing I would have had to, you know.
I
You
don't
were
know where
so.
I was headed. I was about to just take this table down with me.
That is, oh man.
Anyway, what I was saying was. What are you? At
No,
me?
it's weird. I'm scared. I'm still a little scared.
The way that Kassem was looking at me is too funny.
I'm still a little. I'm just a
Scared of
little.
what?
I'm just a little scared of the whole thing that happened.
So wait, what percentage of girls can't make themselves come? That's what I want to know.
A high percentage. Oh,
Not
make
every
themselves.
But I'm saying, I'm
time.
talking like over 30 years. I understand girls who are like 17 and they can't fit. I'm talking like you're 30 years old. You're a fucking, you know, you got a job in the morning. You don't wake up. You can't sleep. You're staring at the clock. And then you're like, I'm going to roll over and fucking take care of business. What percentage of the time is a girl like, hey, I can't like, like she's like, just like getting the, you know, the carpal tunnels.
Oh, I don't know, like 50.
Make yourself.
Yeah.
I can understand a higher with a partner can't not being able to do it. With yourself, I feel like, yeah, I mean, half, that's, imagine
is
not
blowing
being able
my
to,
mind.
Yeah, imagine not being able to get yourself
I mean,
up.
I might be in the minority here. People might
Well,
not
look,
like
Of the time?
Look, there are toys, there are little rabbit guys.
Oh no, I use the womanizer. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
called.
Does that have a inside and an outside piece?
No, it's like
You know, if you ever just like think about Bugs, you want one that looks like Bugs Bunny's ears. You know, one straight up and one kind of like this. This one's for the C and this one's for the V.
no. There's nothing that goes inside for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Why is that? Because your puss hole's too small? Yeah, I mean, that could be there's a scientific term for that.
Yeah. Now you know why I
Small
wanted to
puss
kill
hole.
Kassem.
Yeah, you should have never.
No, I've had 2
should have never
children.
crossed that line.
The trauma from the spider and the laughing. I'm just,
Yeah.
oh, I'm all over the place.
We're giving Rob heart issues.
My
right now.
emotions in the last fucking.
He's had a
3
rough
minutes.
one. Yeah, he's had a rough one. Let's pour some out for Rob.
You're making Bryce cry.
Yeah.
Bryce is over there with the spider.
No, he
It's on his shoulder.
He stomped on that thing. I caught
He's
that.
like, "What's wrong with
It's in a
these
ball right there. That's how big it is. You can see it after being killed. It looks like
He
a
killed
ball.
it.
Come on,
That's
those
it.
fucking animal rights people are
No,
gonna be all
yeah,
over us,
no,
Jamie.
he
He's
shouldn't
fine.
have-
He's look
was
at
a
him. He's
deadly
building a little
spider.
web.
No, he has a
No.
job now.
I don't think brown widows are even deadly anymore.
All right. Well, that was
Oh,
fun,
my
huh?
God.
Enough about the vagina.
But let's not. Kassem always has to ruin it. Like you were
I'm not
comfortable in the
ruining it.
conversation. You ruin it with talking about the size of the. You know, like
No, if
I
she
just
has a
can't-
small puss hole, that's not. I mean, that's fine.
I
It's
have
like
had
a lot
2
of
children.
A lot of people have
I wouldn't
that.
say it's a too small thing. It just doesn't do it for me. Like that. Like that kind of penetration without a human being is like pointless to me.
Yeah.
50. If I knew every time I was gonna go jerk off, it was only gonna work 50% of the time. Wow, it would. I feel like it would be life changing for me because I'm 99.9. But you're 99 when you're a guy. It's just like, yeah, this. And by the, can I tell you
Again,
something?
there could be women that think I'm bananas.
And it's also crazy to learn this. I'm going to be 35 in a few weeks. It's crazy. I
What
thought
are we
this
doing
is
for your birthday, by the way?
nothing. We'll do a podcast.
What day of the week is your birthday? Do you know?
I don't know. What is March 2nd?
Make sure you girls send Rob an email.
March 2nd. It's a Monday.
I gotta write that down.
Monday.
so we can celebrate over. Well, I'm gone. I return on the 1st.
Well, we'll have
Should we go out to dinner
We'll do
on
whatever.
Monday night?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go out to dinner and let's actually get all the details, figure them out right now, and so we can.
Well, we need to cool down. Oh, so let me tell you something. So for the true fans of this podcast who've been listening since the beginning, they're going to know something which is known as the Booger Wall, which was in my gym. There was somebody who was wiping boogers all over the wall.
Is there an update to this story?
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Wow, I thought that was a loss. That was a story.
Oh no,
we'd never hear about
it's just
again.
beginning.
Yeah, okay, good. Love to hear about it.
So there was this wall in my gym, white wall, right next to like the rack of weights, is just covered boogers, and like the long, and some of them are bloody. It's just awful and fucking disgusting and terrible. So I go downstairs to my gym, and sometime after the holiday, I think it was like a Christmas miracle, somebody cleaned the entire wall of boogers. It was spotless. It was gorgeous. So I was just really happy. It's a good start to your day. And I go upstairs, and speaking of sweet green, I have like a sweet green salad, and I'm in my kitchen, and I'm eating a salad, and I'm thinking about how happy I am that the booger wall is clean. I sneeze. I don't know if you've ever sneezed when you have a mouthful of salad. It sprayed salad all over the wall in my kitchen, and there was just... It took me like a half hour to clean up because you couldn't just take something and like wipe. I had to sit there and like pick and it like ruined me because now I have the bowl of salad and I'm eating. That happens and I'm like, well, now do I stop eating to clean?
I don't understand how people can't keep food in their mouth when they sneeze.
I've never sneezed when eating before.
My children do it. My husband does it. Is it a male thing? Like if I have to sneeze and I'm chewing, I'll like do this.
Hey, at least we can come.
Okay.
And they're not too dissimilar.
You win.
Kassem will show you right now.
A sneeze is 1/10 of one of those.
It is.
So, because I've never seen this happen before. I've never like had food in my mouth and sneezed, I guess. And it just fucking... So your kids do this all the time?
All the time. So does Cutter. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Cutter does it all the time. And then do you have to clean it up?
No, and not clean up his mess.
I don't know. You're the woman.
Oof.
So I'm just...
Oh, let me make some more sounds.
And one more?
Ooh.
Take that one again?
That was a good one.
Yikes.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't know if like you would, if you're that...
I clean up shit all day.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that knows how to sneeze with his mouth closed? Like if I want to silence it?
Same.
I'm sure I could do it. I didn't even... It was like one of those things.
How loud he fucking sneezes.
Yeah.
I'm like... You're doing this on purpose. Like, why can't you just mute your sneeze a little bit? Like, why does it have to be like,
Oh, dude. Once you meet my father's got, he sneezes so loud. One time in his house, it's like this. He sneezes, this is me tampering it down, but it's, and one time, I heard the neighbors close their window. And I'll hear the neighbor's dog bark, and I'll hear a neighbor close her window because he goes on a roll of like 7 of them. And my mom's counting them. She's like, okay, 3 more. Okay, come, 2 more. And it's just the loudest. You'd think somebody's being attacked violently.
I get really bothered by people's sneezes.
Yeah. I get bothered by the loud blowing of the nose. The sneeze I could understand because I've had some loud sneezes. They're not always loud, but when people blow their nose and it's like insanely... I also think there's a little bit of like jealousy where I'm like, man, when I blow my nose, it's like,
yeah,
it's very weak.
You're self-conscious about your nose blowing.
Well, I remember being a kid and like you hearing like men blow their nose and you're like, oh, that's what it's gonna sound like when I'm a man and I blow my nose. And now I blow my nose and it sounds like somebody stepped on like a kid's toy. It's just like,
I've been attracted to a woman's sneeze. Have you ever had this?
No.
It's got fucking problems.
Yeah, something's wrong with me for sure.
Like
but
you've heard someone sneeze and be like, that turned me on.
It was cute. It was like
it was like,
you would love
remember
mine.
Aida's?
Oh my God. Cute.
Our friend has the cutest sneeze in the world. So what was it like? It was just because it was petite?
Yeah, it's like a pee. It's like a tick a pee. It's very...
Tick a pee.
Yeah, it's like a tick a pee. It's just got a very...
I say
short...
achoo, literally.
Yeah, I think when I do the loud
Classic
ones, I let out an
traditional.
achoo. Yeah, but there's also times where I have many different sneezes. Sometimes I try and like keep them in. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, when I keep them in, I can feel my frontal lobe jiggle right here. I get a little shake.
Your third eye.
I do one of the. Yeah. Should I read some emails?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, speaking
Yeah.
of this email about a crush on you, my manager told me they have a crush on you. And they're a
Your
man.
manager?
He's a man.
Oh, the guy that you've been with for your whole life? The guy that... Your manager. That's
Yeah.
very kind to him.
He's got a little crush on you.
Man, you know what? I'm feeling high. I'm high today.
I'm saying, and you know what else the thing is you told me you had a problem with not feeling as horny as you think you should. And lately, every time we speak,
I've been through it. I'm on the other side of it, I think.
What do you think got you through it? Hanging out with me a little more? Maybe thinking of Jamie's tight.
You know what I have? I changed my weightlifting routine. So I've worked myself out of the female weightlift range, and I'm now lifting men's weights. And I think that has a lot to do with the T.
So you think
You know what I chest pressed today?
You did?
What?
50
Yeah.
pounds, 25 in each.
Damn.
Oh, you
For how many?
dumbbells? Yeah,
15?
That's good.
15
15 reps?
times how many?
How many sets?
And then a 15, and then I did like a drop set, and then I went back down and did 12.
That's great.
Listen
And
to
then
you.
I did rows with the 25s as well, and some tries.
Do you always do this, or
are you
are you
sure?
getting
No, I
into
have
it?
guns. I have ours.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I think one time you showed your arms on here expecting like Kassem to be like, wow, look at those. And he was like, oh. Remember?
That's not what
did?
that's
Yeah.
not what
I remember
happened.
that.
You should,
Why
yeah,
do
it
you
is.
just remember the worst parts about me?
Oh, that is the last. See, it's
What
you
did I show? I
remembering.
was purposely showing my arms.
I
Was
think-
wearing
look-
The
tank
last
top?
podcast, I sang your praise. That Bryce, the whole beginning of the last podcast, all I did was sing your praise, and all you hear is, "Man, me and Lindsay got to have dinner, just me and Mutation."
Yeah, you should. Well, I got to say, you look great in those photos that you just posted on Instagram. You were in a dress.
Thank you.
Huh? You can never come to this
You might
podcast
wanna-
looking like that.
You might want to
In a
start
dress?
lifting less
You want me to
heavier
get
weights.
hair and makeup in a
You're getting out of
dress
control.
sometime?
You did. You hosted Entertainment Tonight.
I did.
Why?
All right.
How do I
Good
get to-
question?
Yeah. You're
I
promoting
had
a thing.
TV movie coming out. Yes. So
Yeah. Why don't you promote it on your own podcast?
I don't
Let's hear
promote
about it.
shit.
I
I'm
know.
not
That's
good
why I
at
got to
that.
get it out of you. We want to see
I have
it.
a movie
Come
on
on, you don't want to sell
Lifetime
7 tickets?
airing February 8th, and it'll probably air 900 more times because it's Lifetime, called Neighbor in the Window. It's the one I did in Vancouver.
Oh yeah. Oh, already that's out.
I know. Crazy, right?
Jesus.
Well,
They must have been
Jamie's so
editing
good
it
that
while you were doing
everything is one take, so they don't really need a lot of time in the editing
Yes,
bay.
exactly.
That's a little term of the business.
Well, that's good. We look
Little
forward to
biz
that.
term.
So you got to do Entertainment Tonight. And then what else? I saw you somewhere
did
else.
I did exercise. I did like the rounds of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the rounds.
I did run into the Bachelor, Pilot Pete.
You did? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna put these emails away for a second because I've been watching. Have you been watching? I
Yes.
know you started.
You're going to get excited. No, I didn't. So what
Are you
happened?
back?
The Bachelor.
Is Rob
No, no.
back? God damn.
So I was
You'd be so into the season because of the girls.
at
They're
the,
all terrible.
I was at the gym, and there's like 10 what do you call it?
Machines?
Treadmills, and then in front of that like 10 ellipticals or whatever, and all these girls are on there with the headphones, normally listening to like music or whatever, but they all had it plugged into the side thing, and they're all just watching this one TV. I realized it's The Bachelor, so I put it on.
You go to gym at night?
I did this one time because my sleep schedule was a little messed up for a couple days. So I plugged the thing in, and it was like supposedly one of the craziest Bachelor moments where like this girl, they were at like a concert, and
Oh, yeah.
and the
dude.
girl, it was like the girl's ex-boyfriend was the fucking thing or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was like an experience, like me and
Oh,
19
yeah.
girls.
Oh, yeah, that
were,
was a
like,
big moment.
Really sharing this thing. When we went to commercial, we would all just kind of look at each other with the headphones on, like, wow, can you believe this fucking?
This season more than others, maybe I've just been blind to it. I have just been like, these producers are
The
fucked
producers.
up.
The producers
not
have been
okay.
the true villains.
Like this
season.
isn't about love and what you're making them say 900 times all the like every episode. You are fucking with people's mental states.
I'm gonna watch
I
it.
cannat shake
This
my head
is
enough. It's been a
not
finasco. If I'm going to quote one of
okay.
the contestants, it's
I'll still
been
watch.
a finasco this whole
said that?
season. Hannah and one of the cute little
The
girl.
little young one, yeah.
It's
I think
been a
she's finalist.
finasco, and okay, so the producers have never been more villainous, and this is what happened in that one episode. Peter goes on a a one-on-one date with a girl named Victoria.
Victoria P. Who
My dad's in his car rolling his eyes right
Yeah,
now.
apparently is a terrible human.
Sorry about this, Mr. Iler and
Eddie.
McGreevy.
Just call him
Hey,
Eddie.
Eddie. You got a lot of names. And so sometimes on these one-on-one dates, they'll get a country music star, which, I don't know how famous
Every
these
season.
people actually are. Yeah, every season they'll I don't know how famous they
They're
actually
up
are.
and coming.
And as a side note, I'm going to go to Stagecoach this year, all because of this
You
goddamn
are?
show.
We
Well, I'm
might
gonna buy
too.
tickets, and so I don't know how famous these guys are, but all of a sudden,
just glazed over the fact that I said I was going to.
what?
He doesn't care.
No, I
You're a
want to
woman.
go.
He's-
Let's
he's
go.
angry with women.
Let's go. I want to go so I can meet all the Bachelor people at Stagecoach.
That's right, exactly. That's right. I want to go.
So they have this guy. His name's Chase Rice, and he's doing a private concert, and he is apparently the ex-boyfriend of the girl that's on this one-on-one date. But the main guy, Pilot Pete, has no idea. So the whole time he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, Chase Rice."
They're dancing literally this far with him singing to the two of them, and he's like, "Yeah, this is awesome."
Yeah.
And she's like,
And they're like making out.
Yes.
Well,
like,
they kiss, and then
everything.
you could see when Chase Rice, because apparently they were dating like up until when the show started, right? So you can see that when Pilot Pete and Victoria had a kiss right in front of Chase Rice, you could kind of see Chase Rice like wince, like he saw, like it hurt him.
Yes,
it
and he
hurt
was
the
fucking-
guy.
and
We
he
should
was-
reenact that
having to
here.
sing.
Bring Lindsay and I'll do a little slow dance with her, and we'll give you a little ukulele.
Yeah, no, please.
and he had to sing and perform in front of like a crowd of
I
people.
know.
And by the way, it was raining too. It was like such a bummer of a day.
It was,
And he was like,
because they went to Cleveland, Ohio for the show.
We should reenact it right now, minus the kiss. I'll pretend like I'm up on stage dancing with the guitar, and you two could dance over there.
Kassem and Bryce.
No, you and Kat.
No, I
oh
don't
man,
want-
she wants to kill you, boy.
I don't-
Woo!
She picked the wrong person. Otherwise, I would be more than happy to.
So wait, they went to Cleveland?
They went
Yes.
to Cleveland,
And they
Ohio.
did the big thing. We're headed to one of the most romantic cities
Yeah.
in the country, Cleveland. And the girls were like, oh.
Oh, yeah, they looked around first. They're like, how are you going to react to this?
Yes, they did.
You know? Yeah, Cleveland!
Like Howie Mandel on America's Got Talent. If you ever watch America's Got Talent, he doesn't stand until he looks over at like Simon and Heidi Klum to make sure they're gonna stand. And if they do, then
Yeah.
he'll stand
Really?
and clap. It's the saddest.
Oh, my God.
It's just the most
Howie.
like you need. It's like you can't make up your mind to just get. And the only time he'll get up and stand for a performer is if the performer comes out and talks about how like they suffer from like mental disorders
Sure.
or like
Yeah,
OCD
there's gotta be
because he
a-
has OCD.
Right.
There's got to be a sad
Yeah.
story.
So that if a girl comes out and she's like, I'm scared to perform out here, as soon as they're done, like he'll stand and clap. But otherwise, it could be like the most amazing thing. And right, like they hit that last note, and he's like just waiting for Simon Cowell to. I hate
love how
Simon
you
Cowell
observe
so
that.
fucking much.
Why?
So they,
It's a long story.
I don't know who from Cleveland went to. They spent a lot of money getting the tourism board must have went.
Yes.
And they were like, listen,
the Ministry of Tourism in Cleveland
Yeah.
really paid the big bucks.
somebody got a promotion. Let's just say.
LeBron James left. They needed to do something.
And it's not like, you go to a city you don't know a whole lot about, and then you go like, oh, they have like cool architecture, and like, oh, there's that monument. Oh, that's cool. It was the dreariest. It was raining.
It was terrible.
They went to like a really rundown amusement park that looked
That
like
no
it
one
should have
was
been
there.
shut down.
Yeah.
Or it was shut down, and maybe they had like climbed underneath the fence or like over the fence to get in. It was raining, and all of a sudden she's faced with her ex-boyfriend. She's got to do this dance, and it's like super awkward for her. She doesn't say anything to the Bachelor about it until later on in the evening at the dinner where no one eats the food. And
Ever? I thought about that the last time. I
Yeah.
was like, why do they waste that food? They're just gonna drink and talk.
Yeah, yeah.
And never.
Well, it's
eat
like
it.
those
Never
award
eat it.
shows we used to go to. Remember, they would like put all like the
Right.
dinners there, and then by the
Terrible.
time
Such
you
a
serve
waste of
300
food.
people at dinner,
Yeah.
your dinner is fucking ice cold, and it was bad anyway.
You just eat the bread.
Yeah, and there'd always be like one person at the table who's like, "Oh, are you gonna eat your?" It's like, no. Okay.
Yeah. So she decides it's the time to tell Pete that guy was her ex-boyfriend, and Pete's reaction. So she goes, "Yeah, today at dinner, like I've just been out of it because like today at dinner, like I dated that guy." And then Pete's like, "Who?" She's like, "The singer." And he's like, "Chase?" She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Chase Rice?" And she's like, yeah. He's like, Chase Rice, the guy that from earlier that was singing to us?
Because him and the guy talked after.
It was so embarrassing. He got the guy's number.
Yes, they exchanged
They
numbers.
exchanged numbers
out.
like, dude, bro, it's so great to have you here. Like, oh yeah. And Pete's just like, yeah, the rest of the day we go on and like we're gonna go have dinner, have like a nice moment. And then Chase is kind of
I
like,
think she really likes me.
so Chase is like, is this kind of like a new thing? You guys, so it's like going pretty well.
I didn't catch that. I think I was in such shock.
Man, the producers, bravo. But also,
No.
come on, dude.
I think we watch TV differently than most. Like me and you,
I feel
like
like we should
can't.
have a Bachelor finale party.
Absolutely.
Maybe it lands on Rob's birthday.
Is it?
You just got
It's
so
possible.
excited,
Because I'm
No, we
Jamie-Lynn.
still
thinking magic.
Wow.
We still have like I think 6 or 7 weeks.
No, what do
Right?
you mean? There's only like 6 girls left.
No, there's like 10. After this last episode, there's like 10.
After last night?
Yeah.
Call
Oh
them
no,
producers.
Wednesday. I didn't watch
It was
Wednesdays
on
yet.
last night.
Ooh, dude.
on my
They also
birthday?
had a 3-hour episode.
No, Kassem would
on
never
Monday?
want to do that because he hosts his own bachelor parties and he's like the mascot of
Oh,
the.
you do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
I've
you never
invited you. I've
You've
invited you
never
to.
invited
I
me.
invited you the first time we ever did it.
No, you didn't.
This is an outrage right here, right now. I've invited you to Lindsay's house where we have bachelor nights.
Can we go
every
back to talking about the gym?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
the Booger Wall.
No.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
that was your bachelor update.
I'm kidding. It
And if
just
you
got
guys-
very like you're arguing over if you invited her to the bachelor.
No,
thing.
I did.
My dad did crash his car into the fucking meeting.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Eddie.
What I want to talk about is don't fuck with cats.
Ooh. Yeah.
You
I
know
got a
what's
lot-
weird is so many of my friends were like, "Why did you tell me to watch that? It's so graphic with the cats." And I
But
was
they
like,
didn't
I
really
feel
show.
like- yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I said.
I even looked away though. I was a huge
I looked away,
puss. I was a
especially in the
huge puss.
beginning
Yeah.
when
I
they
watched
were
it in
saying
slow
that,
motion.
that what's her name was watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
I did look away for that and make sure Cutter told me like, tell me when it's done.
Right.
But I didn't think it was that. Like, they were like, they shot the puppy. I was like, it was blurred. You couldn't even see anything. I mean, I
Right.
know it's terrible. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
This guy is probably the craziest person I think I've ever heard of.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I have such a different feeling about the show. Like I watched it and I was like,
He
oh.
made up a
Like
person.
what an amateur.
Yeah,
He
I kind of
made-
was.
He made up a like billionaire that he answered to, and years before laid the groundwork
Yeah.
to hire a lawyer that looked like Michael Douglas. Like,
Right.
what the fuck?
Jamie, I could show you some fucking serial killer stuff that makes this guy look like an
Well,
amateur.
this dude
Really?
was.
Luca?
I think this
God.
dude was
Luca,
a serial
what's
gonna
his
be a
name?
serial killer. He only
Ignacio?
just he just only happened to kill a guy. But I think he was like he
Oh,
was
of
he was
course.
he's graduating from kittens to
I
people.
fucking love that German guy in the internet cafe that caught him.
Oh yeah, the guy. Yeah. So
I
here-
love how he reenacted. He's like, I pretended to throw something
Yeah.
in the garbage here and
Yeah.
saw that he was on the website. Look
Right. So, anyways, FBI, if you want to hire me as a field agent, so here's what it spoke to me for reasons that I was on the internet for a long time, and out of every 1,000 comments, you guys, you're on social media, you get one comment out of the 1,000 that's just like, it's just off. It's like this
Yes.
person is kind of being rude, but kind of not. He's
Also making no sense.
making no sense, but just enough sense, and
Right.
it's just
That's
like
why I had to delete social media. I couldn't stop leaving those comments.
you were the guy, and there was like, ooh, I have to like block this person, or else like I'm kind of scared. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
And I thought that Luca Nada, he was one of these guys. He was one of these guys,
For
and we
sure.
got to see exactly kind of like what happens when we we follow one of these dudes, and one of them's like a person's on the case, and like I think that it was scary because I think we've all kind of brushed up against one of these people at one time in our lives.
Well, they have the show Catfish, which I love because it has everything like all good stuff, which is like a little bit of private detective, a little bit of the thriller. It has like all the stuff. But I want to see a show that's the other side. Like I want to see the Catfish. Like start from scratch, like looking for
Create
his
the profile,
picture,
yeah.
and then like why he found this why he chose to message him, how many
You can't
people.
get that show because these people are bananas.
No, but I'm saying like they end up finding these people through Catfish. So it's like, why not follow one of them and be like, okay, I'm going to delete all your stuff. I want to see you start from scratch right now, and we'll pay you like 20 grand, whatever it is. Just let us. I want to see from like from the birth of like, okay, I'm gonna like, what do you Google like? cute blonde girl.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm not going to take the first couple because I want to see like the inside workings of the mind because it's so fucking interesting. Because the best is when like the catfisher, whatever, gets mad when they bust them, right?
Yeah.
So they come and they're like, you've been doing this for 10 years. And they're like, yeah, so? Like, what are you even here for? Like, and it's like, wait, you're like a piece of shit. And then like, they try and go on this attempt, but they've been in like a room secluded for so many years and being like that they don't even know how to like properly react.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know the guy behind Catfish?
Neve.
Yes. He stopped me at the farmer's market the other day to ask me if Bo, my oldest son, is that ballet dance, that intense dancing kid. Have you seen those viral videos of the little boy that's like, he's like, is that the dancing boy? And I was like, oh, Catfish, no.
Did he not
He's
recognize
not the
you?
dancing boy. I don't know.
Oh.
He stopped because he was going, excuse me, about Bo. And I turned around, not knowing why he was screaming at my family.
Right.
Imagine Bo was like, yes. Just hit him with a little pose.
Well, Bo thinks he has a YouTube page.
Wait, he doesn't?
He makes me make videos and I tell him I upload them to YouTube. So he was
wow.
like, he's like, does he watch my Playmobil videos? I was like,
Oh, poor guy. You're lying to him about his YouTube
That's
career?
That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. Sorry, Bo.
I wish somebody would have did that with me.
Well, guess who does have a YouTube channel?
That's right. That's right.
your mom, Bo.
I like the part in
Oh, this is a note. Did Bo
Oh yeah,
made
that's from Bo. And you can tell because he signed it.
And by the way,
with a period.
who thought it said? Oh, I can't even
It
say
says
that.
Happy 2020.
I know. I can't even say what somebody thought it said because it would give away. Yeah.
It'd give away our location. Oh, hey, I got emails. You guys want to hear some emails?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get to these. All right. This one's subject fourth member. This one's from Francis McTaggart. So Jamie wants a fourth member? Did you say you wanted a fourth member?
Did I?
I think when Joey was here, if I remember correctly,
Maybe.
you were like, "We need a fourth. We need a fourth."
You guys definitely need some Scottish humor and Scottish words in there. I can dial in from rainy Scotland every week. Wow. It's not a bad idea.
What time would it be in Scotland, like when we record?
It wouldn't matter because Francis is on our time.
Great.
But it's, I don't know. I want to say it's about
So you got to speak that way to Mutesh. You got to speak that way to your girl. Hey,
Stand
you're
up for
on
myself.
My time.
Yeah.
That was good.
Off air, Jamie and me can share pretend tips as we certainly think along the same lines. Top podcast, guys. Absolutely love it. Kind regards, Francis.
I want more detail and where are we thinking along the same lines?
Yeah, right,
I
he
just
thinks
feel
that's
like I'm
gonna-
kind of all over the place.
He thinks that's going to get him in the door?
They baited you there.
It might be. I'm interested.
Oh,
You're coming back for a callback.
You
Let's
like a
look
little,
further in.
like you like those billboards that it was like one word. You don't know. Like
No, I like
what's the-
attention.
Jamie
I
Lee.
like when people like me.
You get all the attention.
Okay, here's one for Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rob's life as a gambler. It's from Matthew. Hey guys, loving the podcast and the Monday release. I usually listen on Monday evenings when I'm winding down before bed,
Thanks.
right before we masturbate.
Night,
He didn't write that. I applauded.
You think he's a 50% of the timer?
Yeah, no, he looks like a 99.9er. I applaud Rob for being so candid about his substance abuse. I am curious, though, about his success as a gambler. Was he really making a living playing poker and gambling? Was he ever in the World Series of Poker tourney? What were his winnings/losses? Just curious to get some more detail about that part of his life. Also, Kassem, can we get a pic of your 9/11? Keep it up, guys. Maddie. And he did write
just
that.
add
I didn't
that?
just add that. I didn't add that. Yeah, what was your, I always remember asking you whenever you went to attorney, like, hey, how are you doing? Are you up? Are you down? You've always kind of just been even.
Yeah, well, what would happen a lot when I was drinking would be I would win money playing poker before I got drunk, and then once I got drunk, I would just spend it all on gambling and the roulette and all this stupid shit. It was like you're never leaving the place with it.
Yeah.
And then later on, I would do the same thing, but with sports. Like I started getting into sports, and you're gambling on sports. But no, I made money playing poker, and it was great. And I played in the World Series. There were like 7,000 people. I got 275th, and it paid like 40 grand. And that's when I went to Vegas to play it. I went to Vegas for 2 weeks, and when I got the check for 40 grand, I was like, I'm staying here. I'm paying for rent for a year and a half, however long this lasts. And I stayed in like I lived basically my dream out, which was like, I'm going to take this money and act like it never existed. I'm just going to live here, and I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to party. And once I left there and went back to New York shortly after, I got sober because Vegas was a fucking
Vegas
circus.
Did you say you got to 275th or 275th?
No, 275th.
Got it.
So there were, I think it was 275th.
Out of 10,000?
Out of 7,000, and it
7,000.
paid
7,000.
40,000,
Pretty
and first place was
That's
like
crazy.
8 million. But this summer,
God.
I actually had like the closest I felt ever to actually where I had a chance of like winning something, and there were like 3,000 or I could be way off with these numbers. 3,000 or 4. I played a bunch of tournaments. 3,000 or 4,000 people, and with like 60 people left or 40 people, I think 60 people left. I was doing really good, and I was all in for the chip lead. This is probably boring to most people, but
No.
No.
I was all in for the chip
Just
lead,
some.
and I got knocked out, and it was devastating. And that was definitely one of the things where I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here, because it was like,
Yeah.
you know what's fucked up about the poker thing is like, it's really important for me to be healthy and all this shit. And it's like, when you're, I'm not trying to make it sound like, oh, it's so difficult, but it's like you're.
No, it is. You got to
is
be
hard.
mentally on
You're
for
sitting there for
hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you show up at
Days.
10 a.m. and you sit at a table until 2 a.m. with people you don't know, and then afterwards they stop and you have to bag all your chips, and by the time you get out of there and everything, you're getting
You're up for 24 hours.
yeah, but then you have to show up the next morning again when you're doing the
Tournaments.
the tournaments. That's why I like cash. There's two different types of poker. I like the cash game better because you just show up and leave whenever you want. But in the World Series, this was like day 4 or something, and I was just like, you're not eating right because your adrenaline is going all the time, and like first place was $1 million, and it was like, it was just the most intense. Like, it's you ever feel like, I don't even know how to put it, but some people say it's like you're operating on a different frequency where like you almost see things like glowing. It's almost like you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Like flow state? When you're,
No, it's more than it's more than just a flow state. It's like when it's like 3 or 4 days and you're just operating on such a like
yeah.
your adrenaline and all this stuff is happening, and like I couldn't really eat and I couldn't sleep and I couldn't all stuff, and like you're just kind of in this like weird, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a dreamy
Yeah.
kind of state,
Yeah.
right? And it's
Yeah.
just, and it was there, and I was there, and it was like all the people are raising and you're all in, and all the money and the cameras and it's fucking, it's crazy, and it's a lot, but it's great. I love poker, but what I don't like is spending all that time with strangers and being stuck.
and not just strangers. I feel like poker people are fucking weird.
Well, there's some great. I've met amazing.
I'm sure there's some great, but like for the most part, you've got to be super mathematical, right? You've got to be like a lot of these.
Well, the
guys
good ones. There's a lot of bad poker players out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're getting a lot of guys that are hiding their emotions behind sunglasses or like hoods, and they don't want to. You're not just sitting at a group of people at a dinner talking with like people and getting to know them. You're getting whatever version of themselves they choose to show you in that moment. Cool guy sunglasses, guy who doesn't move when he raises. There's a lot of like, it's
You're
different.
Competing. I mean, you're
Yeah.
You're not. It's not relaxing.
No, it's not like you're not getting any energy from the people around you. It feels like they're sucking
Well,
your energy.
the other thing you have to remember is 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 of those people at that table are losing money at the moment. And they're
Right.
Yeah.
very unhappy, and they don't want to be there,
Yeah.
and they feel like the world is against them at that time, and they're talking about, and it's just like, it's really, again.
I'd consider you a successful poker player. The fact that you still have your money and you didn't
Oh,
lose
yeah.
it.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know the. I know the formula to go, and I could go to the lowest stakes game at a casino, which is, you make about $20-$30 an hour, and I could,
You can come babysit my kids for that.
yeah. But it's the. I wonder which one I would like more. I think in the beginning, your babysitting your kids would be great, and then it would probably drain on me, right?
Oh,
Once they were
for
getting
sure.
like sick, and Bo talks really close to your face, and
He is a close talker, isn't
he
he?
is such a close talker.
He asks me all the time, "When's Rob coming back over to play Xbox?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's-
Oh, just for that, I'll come over. Just disinfect everything.
let them know I'm around too. I could also
You haven't showed interest in him.
I could fill that hole.
Yeah, Kassem's gonna give him like the
Forget I
history
said
of
that.
Xbox, and he's like, that
You
controller.
got time for one more because
that
mommy's got to
controller
go
sucks.
Okay, mommy's got to go home.
Okay.
Here's one. This one's from CA. So mysterious. I just finished listening to the Dr. Drew episode, and I agree with what he said about putting that media organization on blast. If they did this to, was there a?
home. About Rob with the
Oh, yeah.
girl.
Oh yeah.
That story hit you, huh?
Dude, that was a gnarly.
shocker.
I got a message on Instagram that was like, "Hey,
Okay.
dude, yeah, that's fucked up. That's gnarly." And I'm like, "I don't care. Stop messaging me, guy.
Yeah, Kassem doesn't care about me.
Only
but
send me topless pics, dude."
It's nice to know that you care. You know?
I did. I was
Kassem.
terrified for you.
If they did this shit to you, they could have done this to other young celebrities, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but you don't seem to be interested in acting anymore, so they can't silence or blackball you out of Hollywood. I don't know, this would definitely be the perfect time to say something. Even Terry Crews put a creep on blast. Do you think this shit is still happening? P.S. Don't tell Kassem, but I watched his stuff first before I watched your near perfect show. His videos are fucking funny. Also, if you decide to watch Sopranos, make sure to monetize it somehow so that you can get something out of it.
I like that even the Kassem fans.
And I didn't add that. I
Even the
swear to God.
Kassem fans are saying like,
Thanks,
"Hey,
yeah.
don't tell Cass. We love him. We loved him first."
Some good emails this week. I'm taking this one to my
Lot of
girlfriend.
Kassem love.
I'm gonna
Putting them
fold
on
this one.
blast. I just honestly,
Yeah, that was-
I feel like it was 16 years ago, and it's like trying to.
Do you know the publication?
Oh yeah, I know. I can't turn.
Even if you didn't get any money out of it, just the fact that these people got away with it it bothers me, you know. And
Yeah.
and I don't and like he said, maybe there's other people that you weren't the first,
Of
and you're not
course
the
it happens all the time.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a juicy story. That's a juicy story.
It's great.
Well, the
Can't believe you were sitting on that for so
the
long.
YouTube Gazette actually paid me 6 years ago to be friends with you and really get in here, get around fucking Bryce and
yeah,
George.
very
and
funny.
all of
It's
these,
called Tube Filter. That's the name of the news outlet.
Well, also one thing that we don't do enough around here probably is thank guys like George and Bryce.
I
and
don't give
Gabby
a shit about them.
Yeah, see, and everybody says I'm the asshole.
Yeah,
Notice
George
how
and
he's
Bryce
sitting at
and
the table.
Gabby and even this new gentleman. What was your name?
Yeah, he took that note for us earlier. What is it?
Jason. We just met Jason, and he voted.
And he voted.
That's from last year, isn't it? That I voted sticker.
He doesn't even know he has it on his shirt.
It's his girlfriend's.
You were looking at us like we were crazy because we
Like how
both
Jamie looked
said
at the spider earlier. That's gonna be something. I forgot all about that. That is fucking. Oh man, that's got to be a clip. Can we make that into a clip just for YouTube, like a clean? I mean, just for Instagram, like real clean. I think that's gonna be fucking something.
That was yeah.
Yeah. Well, what I was trying to do.
Jamie's
is,
face alone. If we could somehow freeze it,
Yeah.
freeze frame it, and we'll just upload that to all our socials.
At first, I thought all the pressure of everything in her life was giving her a stroke, and then once I realized she was fixated
It's
on
hard.
something,
It's
I
hard to
thought,
beat Jamie.
Like
She
yeah.
couldn't get Postmates. She tried so hard to get Postmates today, and it didn't come.
I mean, it's
Two different phones,
Yeah. And
substitution.
a substitution.
Removing an item.
Sweet Green had no pears.
Didn't bring me my
They didn't have pears at Sweet Green.
Poor
to eat
Jamie.
this shit.
I've never.
Oh, unless they want to sponsor us.
Yeah, what the fuck? What if they want to sponsor it? I've had those, and they're very good, and not only good but healthy.
And if you want to know what I think, they might be good, they might not. I can be
Low in
persuaded
sugar.
to think,
the
either
complete
or.
cookie,
Um,
plant-based.
Hey, thanks for sending all your emails. We love reading them, and we've been getting them every week. There's some that we haven't gotten to, so if you sent them and we hadn't read it, it's either just we haven't gotten to it or it's bad. But you can send us emails at askpajamapants@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at pajamapantspod, and we have a Twitter. But let's face it, the Instagram is the one that we just broke 1,100, almost 1,200 followers. So
James.
people might laugh at that, but I don't. Okay.
I don't either.
I don't.
We went up from 900. We went up 400.
It went from 0.
Is that the power of the Dr. Drew?
400, James?
Yeah.
It's a nice number.
It's a nice.
But it's a nice made-up number.
900 to 1300?
No,
That's
he didn't say
400?
that.
Did we
Well,
say
yeah.
1200 or 1300?
we have almost 1,200. Yeah.
Whatever,
I didn't
listen.
eat. I can't. I'm like, my mind's not right.
We only need one.
If you're watching this on YouTube, look, if you want to subscribe, great. If you do, hit the notification button. That way, every time we upload on Tuesdays, Mike from Instagram, we upload on Tuesdays, every Tuesday morning.
Tuesday.
You got
Did
a
you really
beef?
say it that way?
Oh, I'm just saying, this guy Mike's like, why don't you upload the same day? And look, we have a strategy.
Tuesday.
We upload upload Tuesday.
See, here's my problem. Can we do something next week? Can you come in here with an Instagram follower or somebody who we can praise? Because I feel like every time somebody says something
I just
bad,
said Mike.
No, but every time somebody says something bad, I feel like it gets attention. But these people who say nice things, we don't give them any attention.
You know, the people that say nice things, I reply to back, so it's fine.
Oh, you replied to Mike also.
Well, because it also served a purpose of letting people know that we upload the video every Tuesday.
What's the girl's name who gave us the graphic?
Ellie.
Ellie, I love
Ellie.
Ellie.
PSD.
Yeah.
Love you, Ellie.
Big
All right,
shout
I
out
gotta
to
go pick up my
Ellie.
kids.
Okay, she's got to go. But big shout out to Ellie. Big shout out to everyone that's been really nice. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.
Love you.